61616161616. Yeah, I got another video for y'all. This just talking about Mark Mitchell and transfer portal. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, Mark Mitchell has declared, or not declared. Mark Mitchell has put his name into the transfer portal. My bad. Duke 4-man, 5-man, and I'm surprised, but I guess maybe he's not. The reason why he put his name in the portal, I'm guessing, is because he wasn't happy with his role on the team. Kind of a defensive enforcer guy, really athletic. A guy who was a lob threat, and in the interior, very physical. But I guess maybe he didn't like his role under Jon Scheyer. These are only assumptions, y'all. I don't fucking know. Don't be like, oh, he said, nigga, I don't know. I'm saying my opinion, I guess. Yeah, I'll be just running with everything I say and take it as set in stone facts or something like that. I don't know. If I know, I'll tell you I don't know. But with that being said, I don't know where he'll go. I don't really have a guess, but yeah, it's just surprising to me because I expected him to finish his, or I would have thought he would have finished his collegiate career at Duke, with Jon Scheyer and those guys. And honestly, if what I'm saying is true, honestly, what I'm saying and my guess and my opinion, Slick to some extent doesn't make any sense because you got to think next year, he will be put in a role. If he was to stay and didn't enter the transfer portal, he would be in the role of Flip because I don't think Flip has declared. I haven't looked anything up, so Duke fans, correct me if I'm wrong. But if I'm assuming that, because last year Kyle could have went to the draft, but he didn't. So he didn't go last year, and the stuff that the scouts were saying about him that they wanted him to improve on, he definitely did this year. And man, he was just way more physical this year. And improved his game as he should. So, to what I'm saying kind of doesn't make sense because it's like if he was feeling a way about his role or didn't really like his role, this was going to be his year because I think Jeremy Roach, this was his either senior or super senior year, but Flip is definitely a lotto pick. So they were going to need a lot of their offense runs through Flip. And pick and rolls to get those shooters going. Caleb Foster and Jared McCain and even Tyrese Proctor has well improved his 3-pointer. Before he could hit, but this year he was just very confident, stepping into some in the transition. So yeah, I think this year, this upcoming year would have been his year to take on more of the offensive scoring load. And I mean, you even seen it because Mark Mitchell, last year, he was known for, just like I said, being that interior force. And even this year, people weren't going out there on his threes, but Mark Mitchell was hitting some of his threes and added that perimeter game to his overall game. Added that perimeter jump shot, so that definitely helped him out. So I feel like he'll probably go somewhere where he's like the second option kind of guy. But yeah, then when I seen this, I was like, dang, I thought he would finish out as a Dookie, but yeah, looks like not. But yeah, whoever gets him, great player. Like I said, a lob threat, great screener. Can knock down a perimeter jump shot to get, the opposing team's big outside of the paint. He developed that over the course of this season, and it was beautiful to watch. And a defensive presence, a really athletic guy. One thing I will say, though, is I feel like Jon Scheyer, should have gave him a little bit of a bigger defensive role. It seemed like Mark Mitchell could have really, guarded some of the team's best players, but sometimes Flip would be out there. But I'm like, hey, Flip's our guy on the offensive end. So, like, I kind of don't want him. I kind of don't want him even going at the other team's best big or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't want him going back and forth with these guys and losing his energy so he can't, do what he got to do on the other end. Mark Mitchell is more athletic than him. So I like that matchup better. And it kind of makes me think of like the North Carolina game in Durham, where, not Durham, my bad. The North Carolina game in Chapel Hill, where Bacot respectfully was just tearing Flip's ass up. And I was like, man, I know Mark Mitchell, well, they both, I feel like from the weight aspect, are both undersized compared to Bacot, but we at least know Mark Mitchell is more athletic than Bacot, so I didn't understand why Jon Scheyer wanted to leave Flip out there and Flip out there getting in foul trouble and shit like that. So it's like, that's one thing I didn't like. But like I said, whoever gets him, great player on both ends of the floor, two-way. You got to respect him on both ends of the floor. Really athletic, lob there, a good screener, has a perimeter jump shot, but if he makes it consistent this year, that'll only add to his game. So yeah, props to Mark Mitchell and good luck to him wherever he goes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share to the team, share to your friends. I'm gonna fucking them out.